Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple flayed gown. This is my beautiful chiffon fabric which I folded into four, and as you can see I left 1 inch allowance on top, and now I'm going to apply my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 17 inches, half of 17 is 8.5, so I'm going to be marking 8.5. For the neck, I'm going to be using 4 inches for the width and then 4.5 for the depth. For the back neckline, I'm going to be using 1 inch. So I'm going to join this point with a curve. If you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so that when I upload new videos, you'll get notified. We're going to work on the armhole now. The armhole is 8.5, but I'm going to be marking 9. The extra ½ inch is for the shoulder slant. So as you can see, I'm taking the ½ inch on top and I'm going to join these points together for the shoulder slant. So I'm going to join these lines. I'm going to join these points together. As you can see, I'm going to be extending it now horizontally. I'm going to be extending the line. As you can see. So now we're going to be creating the armhole. I'm going to find the midpoint, which is 4.25. And I'm going to be going in by ½ inch. And I'm going to be joining those points together. But before that, I'm going to apply the bust measurement. The bust measurement is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11, and I've marked that. As you can see, I'm joining the points I marked now for the armhole. This is the armhole for the front part of the dress. So from that 4 inches, I'm going to come down. I'm going to come down by 1 inch, and I'm going to join it to the bust measurement. This is for the back armhole. If you've watched my basic bodice pattern, you know why there's a difference. Please go and watch that video. So now you can see the full length of our dress. So now we're going to be drawing a straight line from that bust point all the way down to this point. So now I'm going to be adding allowances: 0.25 for the neckline, ½ inch for the shoulder, ½ inch for the armhole, and 1.5 that will fade into 1 inch for the side seams. So I'm going to be doing that now. First of all, I'm going to add ½ inch for the back armhole. As you can see, I've added ½ inch, and added ½ inch for the shoulder as well, and 0.25 inches for the back neckline. I'm adding the 1.5 inches for the side seam, but it's going to fade into 1 inch because it's a flayed gown. It doesn't need too much allowances on the down part, if not it will look bulky. As you can see, I've added the allowances. So on this point, I'm going to be going up by 2 inches. I'm going to mark it. This is to create a curvy look at the hemline of the flayed gown, which makes the gown look more stylish. So from the center front, I'm going to be going in by 7 inches, and I'm going to be joining these 2 points together with a curve. After doing that, I'm going to cut this out. This is a chiffon fabric, so do well to pin the necessary areas. As you can see, I pinned so many parts of this fabric to prevent it from shifting too much. So now I'm going to cut the back piece of the flayed gown. As you can see, I'm cutting it out now. When you reach the armhole, you are going to cut the first line. This is for the back piece. Because we are cutting this all at once, we have to be very careful when cutting the back piece. So you're going to cut the first line. Even on the neckline, you're going to cut the first line as well. So we're done cutting out the back piece. So I'm going to remove the back piece from this part. So as you can see, I've removed the back piece and we're left with this original piece, which we actually drew out our measurement. So I'm going to be adding 0.5 inch for the front neckline, the allowance for the front neckline. For the front armhole, we're going to be adding 1/2 inch. As you can see, I've marked 1/2 inch. So now I'm going to blend this in. Now join it to the 1.5 inch I took for our sewing allowance. After doing this, I'm going to cut it out. As you can see, we've cut out the 2 pieces for the front and for the back. So now from the shoulder, we're going to measure the shoulder to the waist, which is 16 inches. We're going to mark that. And after marking it, we're going to go below the shoulder to the waist by 2 inches. As you can see, we've marked the 2 inches. And we're going to make a notch right on that point. This is where we're going to start sewing our pockets, so it's important we mark it. So now we're going to cut out our pocket for our flayed gown. So this is the pieces we cut out from the main fabric. So now we're going to be turning this into the pocket. The down part, you're going to draw a straight line and you're going to go up by 1 or 2 inches but it is important that the down part has a deeper curve than the front part. Like the front part is just a simple straight line and a curve towards the end, as you can see. This piece of fabric is measuring 9 inches for the length and 8 inches for the width. So as you can see, I'm inserting my hands and ensuring that my hands can enter into it, and I noticed it was too big, so I actually went up again by 1 inch. That is in total I went up by 2 inches, and I'm curving this point out. As you can see, I'm ensuring everything is okay and even, that my hands can pull through. So I'm going ahead to cut it out. So this is how you are going to place your pockets on your main dress. So on the good side, this is the good side of my dress, you are going to place the good side of the pocket. Ensure that the down part of the pocket is facing the down part. As you can see, I switched it up. So you're going to place the good side on your pocket right on the good side of your main fabric. As you can see, good sides facing each other, and you're going to sew. So the up part of your pocket must hit the notch. It must be touching the notch that you made earlier on. So it's important to sew with either 1 or half an inch allowance, but it should not be more than your sewing, the allowance you added for sewing on your main fabric. So as you can see, right on the notch, I'm going to place the top part of the pocket and I'm going to pin it together. You're going to do this for both sides and you're going to sew. You can see how even it looks because of how we notched it. So we've sewn the pockets on the main fabric, as you can see, right on the notch. So we did this for both sides, as you can see. So now we're going to go ahead and sew the shoulders. So I've sewn the shoulders and I've also ironed it. So I've gone ahead and cut out the sleeves and I'm going to fix them to the main piece. I have a video where I show you how to easily cut and draft sleeves. Please go and watch that video. I also hemmed the down part of my sleeves. So now, using iron and pins, I pinned down the down part of my dress. I pinned it down and I've ironed it out. So I'm going to sew it and I'm going to sew the sides as well. I'm going to pin it and you're going to sew it all round. You can see here, you have to ensure that the pockets are even. You can see I've sewn it all round now, and I've also sewn the down part. So you go ahead and finish the neckline of your dress using the bias, and you also weave the insides of your dress, and your dress is ready. Thanks for watching my video. Like, share and subscribe. See you in my next video.